So a few weeks ago at this point, I decided I wanted to try a new style of build. It just so happened to involve lots and lots of cherry wood. Now, I wanted to build a pagoda, a giant pagoda palace. The issue that I'm not meaning to run into, there's just a whole bunch of weird blocks everywhere. Let me get out of the house. Okay, that's better. A lot more spacious. So, anyways, as I was saying, a while ago, I decided I wanted to make a giant pagoda palace. Basically a palace that that had a bunch of pagoda towers connected to each other. I soon realized my fault. I don't know how to make a pagoda tower. So I spent a couple weeks trying to figure that out. As you can tell, we're modded again. It's a different variety of mods, but anyways, let's keep on track. So I tried building this before I did a bit of practice and learned what made up a pagoda. It ended up looking awful. It just looked like a giant brick wall just placed on the landscape with no real where-tos and direction. It had no direction. I didn't know what to do once I built the walls here. So I needed to step back. And that's one of the reasons why this has taken so long, is because my inspiration was not there, not where it needed to be. So that's when I took a break, from this. And to be honest, I kind of took a break from YouTube as well. Which, it's not always a good thing when it comes to YouTube, because subscribers, you'll unsubscribe if I take too long to, maybe not you in particular, and for that I am grateful, but there are some who would unsubscribe because it takes a while to get these videos out. But yes, I'm showcasing the entire the entirety of what I've done. But I had to take this break, otherwise I wouldn't get the inspiration I needed to finish. So I did. I got a few ideas. They're churning in my brain as we speak. But during that, I realized that I wanted something from Minecraft that Minecraft themselves, the developers of this game, kind of overlooked when they made these cherry trees. It's cherry trees. They're cherry trees. They need cherries. Okay? So, I mean, they're an amazing block, but after a while, I got to thinking, I'm having my developer make a Modpack for me for Craftology. Why don't we add some cherries to Minecraft? So we did. I made the texture for it, sent it in its way, had it make some cherries. But the fun thing about these cherries is that you can actually gather them from the cherry leaves after you've sheared them, giving a new mechanic to the game. I wanted to expand on what Minecraft already has, so I made this sifter block. I just want to clarify that whenever I say I added it to the game or whatnot, or I made it, I'm referring to the fact that I came up with the concept for it and I gave him the textures for it, so all credit to the developer, thank you. And I did all the textures for it as well, so I hope you enjoy. But yeah, we got 3 stages, and then it gives you a cherry. Like if you look at my cherries, I have 40, and you put 1 leaf in, and for every leaf it gives you a cherry. But I added a whole bunch of other things as well. Particularly, and most importantly, the cherry bomb. My dyslexia. Okay, so this cherry bomb is... Well, let me just demonstrate to you on a creative world where I was beta testing these for a bit of fun. So yeah, welcome to my creative world. Now, as you can see behind me, there were a lot of things that were added to my realm. And we'll go over each and every one of those in order. So, well, in no particular order, but in the order that makes the most sense. Alright, so first of all, we have one of my favorite additions. You're probably gonna hear me say that a lot because I was the one that requested all these, so they're practically all my favorites. What we have here is the new sifter block. It's basically utilized to create cherries from the leaves on cherry trees. So what we have here is the recipe, and that gives us this, obviously. But it has 3 stages, or 4 stages. One's empty, slightly full, moderately full, and maxed. And how we do this is we right-click with a cherry leaf, and then we just sift it by right-clicking until it gives us a cherry. Pretty cool. Now, that's not the end of this. What we can do afterwards is combine it with gunpowder and string in order to make ourselves this unique item, the cherry bomb. As you can see, quite the decent model. But it looks even better when it's being thrown. When it's being thrown! Oh yeah, that reminds me. I may have made a command to where the cherry bombs don't move for this very demonstration. And it's probably going to get laggy if I don't do something about it. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, this is the cherry bomb. New Minecraft item that I added. Its main purpose is to destroy mobs without actually damaging the terrain around it. So you could go all over like this, and it would only damage the entities. Which I cannot say the same for this other one. Speaking of explosions, we happen to have the Dynamite. And I absolutely love this model. Let me just get a spyglass real quick. Take a look at that model. Ooh la la. Dynamite. Yes, it looks amazing. But it looks even more amazing when it's being thrown. Now, I actually have a few targets set up over here to demonstrate. Here we go. Well... yeah, might help if I do that. No! There we go. Okay, didn't damage much. So yeah, let's destroy these targets. These are used for blast mining. As you can see, they're quite powerful and quite deadly. So yeah, on to the next bit that we added to the realm. All of this was designed to add more functions to Minecraft. Things seemed a little bland. I wanted to do more with my Minecraft worlds and survival without feeling cheaty. Now, a lot of these items are expensive to craft, so it keeps the balance in check. And some of them you need to actually dive into ancient cities to get. Like this Skulk Maw here. Its crafting recipe literally involves 8 Skulk Catalysts. Now, these Skulk Maws, they can be combined with these potion cores. This one's just an extra. But yeah, you'll see we have Regeneration Potion Core, Weakness Potion Core, Water Breathing, Slow Falling, that's a grass block, Resistance Core, Strength, Fire Resistance, Swiftness, Slowness, Poison, Night Vision, Levitation, Jump Boost, Invisibility, Instant Health, Withering, and Instant Damage. Now, I'm going to demonstrate how this works with the Jump Boost. We put a Skulk Maw in here, We place this potion core in here, and then we place it down. We jump on it, and as you can see, it gives us jump boost. And that's jump boost 5 for about a minute and a half, or a little over a minute and a half. And yeah, cool thing about this, you can reutilize these Skulk Moths by crouching and right-clicking to get the core back, which I personally requested, and I'm so glad that I did. So yeah, that's going to be really fun for future episodes. The cores are basically crafted with one glass block, surrounded by the designated potions of the base type. So yeah, we got all of these added, and now in now you might recognize this block from Season 2 of Craftology. This is the acid block, which we added, and its job is just to give poison. Like, it's supposed to basically act like acid. And not gonna lie, some of these crafting recipes, I actually used ChatGPT to figure out what the best crafting recipe would be for these. I'll let you guess which ones those were. Then I decided, you know what's fun? Minecraft. But you know what else is fun? Magnets. So I decided, you know what? Let's make magnets in Minecraft. So I basically utilized iron as the base, made sure that it was a little bit tedious to craft. You have to take all these iron nuggets and smelt them down into magnetic shards. Each magnetic shard, when combined in a 3x3 grid with 9 others, turns into this magnetic ingot, which, when combined with 9 others in a crafting table, creates this magnetic block. Which just so happens to teleport blocks within a certain vicinity to it. And you know what? I didn't stop there. I'm like, you know what? This magnetic block is cool. What about mining? I could use something like that in the mines. And what if I wanted it to be portable? Well, lo and behold, I decided to make a magnetic wand. Now this works just like the magnet, only you can yoink it from the magnet. Or anywhere else, for that matter. Let's just throw around a few here. It also has quite the decent range. So, yeah. Honestly, one of my favorite additions. Like I said, you'll be hearing me say that a lot, because I requested all of these. Anyways, now we were gonna have this have a cooldown, but I realized that it's just so much more fun to greet someone like this, because you know how, like, the casual hello is the wiggle dance of friendship? Well, now it's improved. Because this wand doesn't lose durability. It actually, it's the same durability no matter how often you use it, and you can spam it. You can spam it to steal from the magnets. And yeah, these magnets can actually be hooked up with hoppers around it to deposit items that you're currently harvesting in the mines. And maybe I'll do I'll showcase this in another video. But yeah, that's the magnet. And let me just show you, like, the different effects. Like, yeah, I could run across all of these and get the potion effects. Actually, I should probably crouch and walk along it. Oh, and there's the levitation. This used to be way too overpowered. This is basically a trap block. Yeah, that used to take me up to the cloud limit. But yeah, we have all of these. And the invisibility block. Yeah, that actually makes it to where none of these have particles. That's the bonus. You know how in survival you have particles, so if you have invisibility, that gives you away. Well, no longer. You can't even see me. I'm just walking around like nobody's business. But in all honesty, I need that back. So I need a bucket of milk. Yep. That's how it's done. Okay, anyways, back to the next item. So I wanted to have a few electronic components for, like, future mod parts. Because I was thinking of expanding it after I added a few of these to the mod pack. I'm like, you know what? There's a lot we could do. Let's add a battery and use that as an alternative method of power. So I figured, you know what? Let's make a potato battery. So I did. We now have the ultimate potato battery. Anyways, now I wanted to add more components. Like, if I was making a computer, I want to make stuff that goes inside one. Or that would go inside one if it was in Minecraft. So I decided, let's make some redstone wire. And so I did. And then I'm like, later down the line, I'm like, you know what? Redstone wire's cool, but you know what else is cool? Sing it on a spool. So, now mind you, I did all of these textures myself. Anything new you see in this video was done by me. Unless you're just new to Minecraft in general, which in that case, there's a lot here that I didn't make. But anyways, then we have the controller, which is basically like a microchip that I decided, you know what, let's play a little bit of Frankenstein. So what I did was this thing right here can be used to make... Okay, I'm gonna explain this later, because we gotta get through some other stuff before I explain this bad boy. Okay. That brings us to the compact meat blocks. Now you're probably wondering, Jones, why do you need compact meat blocks? Well, I mean, have you ever been out there hunting in the wild, and all of a sudden there's just so much meat in your hand that you don't know what to... There's so much raw... Yeah, there's nothing I can say to make that sound better. So, anyways, there's so much stuff in your hand, so much meat in your hand, that you don't know what to do with in your inventory. It's like, let's make it compact. So I made these compact pork blocks, these compact mutton blocks, and these compact chicken blocks, compact beef blocks, and then I decided, actually this was before I decided on the compact meat blocks. Let's go ahead and make mob hunting a little bit easier. So I'm like, let's go ahead and make them compact. So we have the compact, what is this again? Compact membrane block, compact rotten flesh, which, oh my gosh, this has been a godsend. Every time I try to do anything at night, this has just been so good to have. Because sometimes you want the rotten flesh for, like, let's say your dog's hungry at home. Or you want to make something out of these compact rotten flesh blocks, which I'll get into later. You might be seeing a little sneak peek of that right here. Anyways, we also have the compact spider eye block, compact wither block. This is actually a compact wither skeleton skull block, but that was too long, so we just went with compact wither block. Way easier to roll off the tongue. We also have the compact blaze block, and the compact gas tier block, the compact gunpowder block, and all of these, they help out a lot when you're mob farming. When you have, like, your giant mob farm and you don't want to add a ton of chests, these actually help out tremendously. And I utilize the compacting quite a bit. Then we have the skull corer, which, yeah, I'd also be horrified if you were trying to compact 9 skull catalysts. Because of what you can make with those. Yeah, we got to it. It's time to check out what you can make with all this compact stuff. So, we have the use for the compact meat blocks and the controllers. You can make the pig.
Holy moly!
Summon. Okay, it's not the pig. It's the pig summoning stone. It's a lot cooler. Okay, imagine if you're going into the Nether and you need like a pig on hand or something like that. You just make this. Now I know it's expensive to make, but hey, you asked for delivery in the Nether. Okay. So yeah. Then we have the sheep. Okay, not the sheep. The sheep summoning stone. Yeah, that's a lot cooler too. Anyways, that was just a load of sheep butt there. Then we have the chicken summoning stone, the cow summoning stone, and we have Rise, my minion! Rise! The creeper summoning stone. And by the way, these are trap blocks. You have to step on them to activate. By the way, if you're wondering, I had that command, teleport all zombies over there. So that's the zombie that was just summoned from the zombie summoning stone. Then we have the spider summoning stone. And last but not least, we have the warden summoning stone. Which, you'd better be terrified if you summon this guy. Because he ain't no joke. Just wait till you see that sonic blast. This one, you don't want to leave for yourself. You want to leave this for your enemies. And boy oh boy, you better be expecting some retaliation if you summon this in your friend's base. Because, yikes. Did you just see that? Yeah, don't mess with the beast. Or do, actually, because that's why I made this block. Anyways, as you can see, this guy can't move. That is because we have a suction block. This is the block that I made in addition... I had made in addition to the magnetic block. The magnetic block summons all types of items, whereas the suction block summons, well, it teleports all types of mobs and entities right above it. Now, this actually includes fire charges propelled by ghasts, which I discovered recently. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, okay. So, you're probably noticing I have feather falling right now. That's due to this guy right here. I might as well explain it. This guy right here is the slow falling conduit. This is nice. I like this texture. Anyways, yeah. It's also an endgame item. You got gas tier blocks for the recipe, along with the sea lanterns and amethyst shards. So it's something that's very nice to have. Like, say if you were exploring, like, the Nether or something, you could just slow fall down to the next layer. But then we also come across the Nether Conduit. This block has been a lifesaver in Season 2. Well, actually, it was introduced in Season 2. I have a short of when I pranked a friend with this very block in Season 2. It basically allows you to have fire resistance. As you can see, fire resistance 6. And that's permanent for as long as the block is placed. If this was removed, you would instantly lose it. So, if you want to burn your friends alive and make all your friends hate you, remove their nether conduit. Anyways, we also have the withering conduit, which, as you can see, is made of some compact materials and as well as some blaze powder. The reason for this is simple. Let me get a creeper. This guy right here kills all of these creepers within a certain radius. You'll see them all drop. Now it is slow. Basically, this is a conduit that weakens mobs around you. But yeah, you see, there they go. Goodbye. Anyways, we have the Withering Conduit, which is one of my favorites. It's very handy to have. It's easy to get, like, once you've conquered the Nether and Fortress and whatnot. But yeah, we have that, and we also have the Haven Conduit, which is also another one of my favorite blocks, mainly due to the colors and whatnot. This kind of reminds me of the Nether. What was it called? It was one block in a really old version of Minecraft. I think it was some kind of generator, like a Nether generator or something. If you know the actual term for it, let me know in the comments. Anyways, this block kills ghasts, pigmen, and skeletons. Let me just show you real quick. Yeah, you saw that? Taking damage. And so is that ghast that just spawned in. Now, it's painful on the ears, but it takes care of your defense. Add that with another conduit, and you should be set for another exploration. I probably have a Haven Conduit somewhere around there already. Anyways, this is not the location I wanted to be in. Okay. We found it! Note to self, don't go in the Nether again. Like, why would I go in the Nether? Don't go in the Nether. Nether again. Unless you have a Nether Conduit and a Haven Conduit. Then you're fine. Whoa, I did not realize I was going this fast. By the way, I discovered something interesting. If you triple tap spacebar while you're using this, you end up doing a very slow falling glide. It's quite fascinating. I've replicated the results, and it is definitely a triple jump. And you get this while you're flying. So yeah, fascinating. Not exactly what I was going to showcase, but as you can see, it's very slow falling. And Bug Rock, yeah! Okay. Anyways, we have showcased all of this, and all of these. Now, it is time to showcase why I haven't placed this block down like the others. This here is a darkness conduit, which, as the name implies, makes things very dark. Yeah, it gives the darkness effect. So when you're wandering around this conduit, I'm taking this Elytra off. I don't need it. When you have this conduit going, you're gonna have the effect like you're near a warden. Which is especially fun when you actually do have a warden wandering your base due to a friend who just so happened to get his hands on one of the most overpowered blocks in the game. Yeah. If you see this in your base, you know your friend's got it out for you. Anyways, let's go ahead and delete this and go over here to showcase the rest. So yeah, these are all the recipes for that I showcased before. But yeah, I like the technical aspect of modding. Well, more when I say that, I mean I like adding technical things to Minecraft. Because it's so fun. Like here, you have a conveyor belt I designed to kind of add a little bit more fun to your mining expeditions or whatever. The crafting recipe, yeah, it's a bit to make, but it gives 16. And honestly, I feel like the results speak for themselves. It's definitely worth it to have a few of these around your base. And yeah, it's also just fun watching them spin around like this. Like, you could technically have eggs spinning around or going from your chicken coop to your bakery or whatever. Whatever you got going, this will be fun to watch. And you can have it hooked up to your hopper system and collection system or whatever the heck you want. But yeah, up next we have the monitor block. This was actually something that I wanted to add earlier on in the seasons. This was an idea that I had in Season 1, which came to fruition in Season 2. We managed to get these towards the end of Season 2 of Craftology. These are monitor blocks, and this is what you can craft with it. This is the base crafting form, and you can put it into a stone cutter to get all of these different variants. And yeah, 16 in total, not including the base one. You can get some pretty interesting designs out of it. Like, say if you want this to go around. Let's see, you got... Yeah, look. There's so much you could do with it. And there's... Yeah. We could make some pretty interesting designs. And I tried to make them all kind of line up to each other. Get kind of like a scrolling Windows error message type vibe. Now the sides, they'll be visible unless like blocks are placed on them. So like if you wanted the monitors in the walls, you just like add blocks or even trapdoors to them. Yeah, check that out. Not bad looking. Okay, now it's not bad looking. Anyways, that has been the showcase, and I think this has been quite the long one. This is probably just going to be an update for the realm. I'll probably link this to my friends so they can see what's new in the world they're living in. But yeah, if you guys also think that cherries should be added to Minecraft, leave a like. And if you enjoyed this showcase, let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing if you're new, and clicking that bell for notifications. Everything and every interaction with this channel helps me out a ton, both mentally and, well, motivationally. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, blessings to y'all, and peace out. Kind of a weird transition. Cut!